Hello boys and girls, Busternaut here, and welcome back to another Armoored video. So, for today we have the UK Marathon. What is the UK Marathon? Well, basically, you probably noticed that a few days there weren't any videos going up, and the reason is that I didn't have any ideas. I was like, okay, I should upload a video today, but wait a second, what video should it be? And then I'm like, okay, it will be an Armoored video, but what is it going to be about? And I was stuck thinking about new ideas that will bring fresh content to the channel, and in the end I had two ideas that in my opinion are pretty good, but you have the final word for it. And the first one is the marathon series. Now in those series I'm going to be driving all of the tanks in one nation, and I'm going to be putting those games into one video, starting from tier 1 and playing all the way up to tier 7. And for this first video we are doing the newest nation, which is the United Kingdom, and that was the first game in the Tetract there. Very dynamic and quick game. Almost all of the games in today's video are dynamic and really interesting, so I hope you enjoy them. And yeah, I have another idea for a series on Armoored Races, which in my opinion is pretty nice, but I'm not going to tell you just yet. It will be a surprise for a future video. So yeah, I'm sorry that I kept you waiting for so long, but I just wanted to create new kinds of videos that you haven't seen before, like new series or something like that, that you will enjoy. And yeah, otherwise the channel will become boring if I don't create new series and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I hope you like the marathon series. It is not going to be a long one because obviously there are only so many nations in the game that you know, once they run out, they run out. We are going to have to wait for a future update, but they're not going to be like everyday videos, those series, but probably like once, twice a week. So yeah, something fresh to come into this channel. So yeah, that's a really good idea in my opinion, to create different series. Like for example, today I'm uploading one from the marathon series, tomorrow I'm uploading one from the other series which I have thought about. But anyways, here we are playing in the tier 2 UK World War II tank, the Valentine. I really like this tank. It's pretty good. If you buy the maximum consumables, it becomes a little beast. I mean, 420 hit points. That's very nice. At tier 2, of course. Now I'm going to take on 2 enemy tanks at the same time, and let's see what happens. Okay, fair enough, they're both tier 1, but they're 2, I'm 1, so that's fair in my opinion. Well, it would have been fair if they knew how to play, but obviously they, well, to be fair, they did a lot of damage. They really did, and it was important for me to kill the Tetract because he had our flag. And yeah, GG to that Tetract. He wanted to take me down instead of trying to run away, seeing that he's in a disadvantage. So yeah, GG buddy, for not running away. If I were you, I would have probably tried to run away. I am not sure, but yeah, probably not, but there are people who would try to run away, so good that he didn't. And there is a third one, actually this time a tier 2, and yeah, 3 versus 1, and we didn't die, we killed them all. That speaks for itself how good the Valentine is. I should do a tank review on this little machine one day, but yeah, for now that's going to be it. It's not a really fast machine, as you can see. The Tetrak went with 50 km per hour and the Valentine only does 30 if you buy the fuel consumable level 3. If you don't buy the fuel, I think it goes something like 20-25, something along those lines, and yeah, something between 20 and 25 km per hour. I'm not really sure about that, but it's not among the fastest machines, so that's something that you shall be aware of. You probably have to use some fuel into it if you like quicker tanks, but other than that, great machine. And unfortunately I don't have the post-game results for this one, so we are going to skip right ahead into tier 3, and here we have the Crusader, which I have done a tank review on, and another great machine in my opinion. I like tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3 a lot from the UK. Tech 3, the Tetrak, great machine at tier 1, very quick, maneuverable, and has a rapid firing gun. I like it. Also the Valentine, the only disadvantage that it has its speed, but as I mentioned, if you buy the fuel consumable you'll have no problem whatsoever. 30 km per hour is not that slow anyways. And at tier 3 we have the Crusader here, which is another great all-round machine. It has great speed and maneuverability. The gun is rapid firing, I like it, and yeah, what's not to like about such a quick and maneuverable tank? Now, it would be stupid to go right into the enemies in the city when you have that speed. I'd rather go around the whole city and put my speed into an advantage, so I can get nice location behind the enemy back and just continuously put shot after shot into the enemy backs. So yeah, as you can see here, the enemy are really unaware of my position. They are tunnel visioning on my teammates, which went right in front of the enemy team, and we just used our speed to go around and just have a very nice game by picking off those free kills, so to say, because we don't suffer return fire. Now there is a KV1 which is quite low on health, and we can kill quite easily. Just straighten out my hull in case he aims for my side armor, just to make it harder for him. And there is a Churchill, which is the tier 4, but we got him as well, as he was quite low on hit points. And yeah, in conclusion, I can say that the Crusader is really nice all-rounder, and I have done a tank review on this tank, as I mentioned, so if you're interested and haven't seen it, I recommend you checking it out, because this machine is worth it, and it's only a tier 3, so I recommend you get it, you'll have fun. And now only 2 enemies remain. This enemy Crusader wants to get the flag, but he's in a disadvantage because I have a lot more hit points than him, and there he goes. Now it's a case of who will get the last enemy, and it's not going to be me, because even with all the speed in the world, I cannot get there quite as fast as I need to. And this game is going to end with a victory. 4 kills and 1200 damage. Pretty nice game, so to say. And then at tier 4 we have the Churchill Mark III. Now this tank is something like the Valentine. It is not quick. It is quite slow even. If you buy the maxed fuel consumable, you get something like 35 kilometers per hour, something like along those lines. So definitely not a bad machine, I'd say, but it has a very big profile, which I don't like quite as much. I like smaller vehicles, faster vehicles that can control the pace of the combat, and vehicles with huge profile like the Churchill, for example, here. Well, the tank is not that tall, but it is really long and hard to hide from the enemy sight, so that is something to note. Other than that, I don't have anything against this vehicle, but yeah, as I mentioned, not quite my type of tanks, because it is not quick enough. And this was just so frustrating. First, my tank didn't stop going up and down, and then I didn't have the gun elevation, and finally I got the KV1. Now his friend here is going to be taken out as well. No mercy for the enemies. There he goes. Now the enemy Churchill put some shots into his flank. It won't be such a big deal to take him out. And we still have half 4 hit points remaining, and when we take a look at the scores, we can see that there is only one enemy still alive. So we'll finish him off and end this battle with style. There he is, yet another KV1, and you can appreciate the rate of fire of the Churchill here. It's not bad at all. And now the T-3485 is also going for the KV, and to be honest, he is going to take him out long before I'm there, because I cannot race with a T-3485 when I'm in the Churchill. But anyways, another good game, really fast paced, ended up really quickly with our victory. So all of the games that I played here were very quick and dynamic. I mean, how long is this video? Like 20 minutes? And I've managed to cover all the 7 tiers of vehicles, so not too bad in my opinion. Now at tier 5 we have the Cromwell, yet another fast vehicle which I quite like. It's something like the upgraded version of the Crusader. And the tech tree of the United Kingdom is really interesting. There is a fast tank, then a slow tank, then a fast tank, and so on and so forth, ending up with the Comet, which is one of the fast tanks in the line. You know, the Tetrarch is really fast, then the Valentine is kinda slow, then the Crusader is fast, the Churchill slow, the Cromwell fast, the Black Prince slow, and then the Comet is also really maneuverable and quick vehicle. And while I was explaining that, I managed to take out a KV1 just like that. When the Cromwell is a top tier. It just doesn't have a opponent that can stop it. If you play it well, of course. Something to mention about the Cromwell, I don't think it meets Experimentals 2, which is good for the tank, but it might be the matches that I'm getting into. I didn't see a single experimental tank, but once I got into the Black Prince, I started seeing experimentals, so that might be something to add, something to say about the tank. And there we go, another very quick game indeed, ending up with 4 kills and 1300 damage. At tier 6 we have the Black Prince, which is the upgraded version of the Churchill Mark III. So you kinda know what to expect from this tank. Good gun performance, but not so much speed and maneuverability, of course. That's just the nature of the tank. Once again, I can recommend you buy the fuel upgrade if you don't do well in slow tanks. That might be the thing for you. Not the upgrade, but the consumable. So yeah, meeting up with 2 enemy tanks here, but we have 980 hit points, and looking at their hit points, I'm pretty confident at this point. I missed an opportunity for shot there, but it doesn't matter because the IS-1 comes up front, and look at that. He's giving me his rear, which means that 3 shots is going to be all it takes, and he bounces. He had a single shot on me and he bounced. There's the enemy Black Prince. He doesn't have quite as much hit points as we do, so he's probably not upgraded to max, so just easy to kill him, take him out. And he didn't even came close to killing us. And now driving up front, hoping to spot something in order to shoot it, and boom, an AFK mouse. That's delicious. I mean, 1100 free damage. Who wouldn't like some? Aiming for his flank, putting the DPM of this tank into use, and it's always very satisfying when you find an AFK tank. You get to just shoot away all you want, but yeah, it is quite annoying when the tank has so much health that it takes so long to take out, but in the end of the day it's free damage, so who wouldn't take it? And on top of that, it is the last enemy vehicle, so there's nothing that can happen if you just stop to shoot at it. And thanks to the AFK mouse, we managed to do 2300 damage and pick up 3 kills. And the final vehicle for today's marathon will be the A34 Comet. And this vehicle is really good. It has amazing gun depression, and I'm going to show you just that in this game. I'm going to stay on this ridge line, and look at that. The gun depression is just amazing on this vehicle. I really like vehicles with good gun depression. And a lot of you wanted to see a tank review on the Comet. And I will do it these days, because you're just showing a lot of interest into this tank. So it's not a bad tank as well. The only thing that you have to watch out are experimentals. because they can kill you quite easily. Especially the T-28. If he puts a flanking shot into you, you are 2-shot kill or 3-shot kill. But what I'm saying is you have to be extremely careful. But look at this, I'm hull down here, showing only my turret, and the enemies are paying no attention whatsoever anyways. So everything is free damage, free kills, just a dream scenario for the Comet. The 100 finally turns his attention towards me and deals what? 50 damage. I mean, come on, E100 deals 50 damage. We were showing the front of our turret in the end of the day, but 50 damage? Is there something wrong? Is the Comet armored so well on the front of the turret? I don't know. And this will wrap it up for today's games that I had for you. So in the end of this video I have one final thing to ask you guys, and it is, you probably know that I'm saving up for a PC so I can record on some other tank games like World of Tanks and War Thunder Ground Forces. There are really good games that I'm looking forward to recording videos on, and also Armored Warfare, let's not forget about that. But in order to do it, I need your help. Don't worry, I'm not asking for your money, I would never do such thing, but please just take your time, and if you have like just a couple of seconds, click on the ads that you see on this video. I mean, you lose only a couple of seconds of your time, and at the same time you help me a lot. So yeah, that way you will support me directly. And yeah, if you don't want, don't do it, but it is just something like that I would like to ask you about. But anyways, with that being said, thank you a lot for watching, and don't forget to tell me what you think about the new series, and good luck on the battlefield.